Hi everyone, good morning, good evening. This is Ankush and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I have a very interesting scenario. So this is I'm not saying this is the interview question. This is kind of the interviewer wants to check your presence of mind, or they wanted to check, are you aware about the different platforms like provided in the SQLs. Okay. So I'll tell you why I'm like uh, making this video. One of my friend who went through the interview process, okay, in the MNCs. Okay. So like he was using the SQL server in like 3 or 5 years in your company, in your practice, in day-to-day daily routines. And the interviewer had asked very simple question. This is not the fancy question, very simple question. Can you please delete the duplicate rows using CTE? Okay. This is like a very simple question. Okay. So the issue is that he has practices in the SQL server in his company. He's also using SQL server to fetch the data, the gatherable data, and to create the VI reports. Okay. So he's not fault about that. Okay. But the interviewer has given the PostgreSQL PG admin, and he wanted to like perform and write some SQL query on that. Okay. So like the query is right. I'm not saying query is wrong. Query is absolutely right. So I'll tell you what query is right and what is the issue. So we'll talk about this step by step. So let me run this. So this is the data. This is the kind of data, not the exactly data, but this is the kind of the data he presented. You got the idea. Like we have employee ID, employee name, department ID, salary, manager ID, and the age. Okay. So this is the table. So if I show you like what the duplicate, let me find what the duplicate. So ID1, we have the count two. So that means we have the duplicate reports. Okay, let me show you as well as here. So we are getting like Rakesh in twice. So that means this is a duplicate report and we want to delete this one using the CTE. So let's create this query first. So I want select from AMP table. I want everything and I wanted to create a window on top of my table to find out the duplicate. So I'm saying row number over and I'm going to partition by my employee ID. Okay, this is my the base, the requirement. So I'm saying partition by my employee ID and I'm also saying order by my employee ID descent. So we can say top and say R and K rank. Let me run this. So we got the two record. So this that means we have the duplicates in Rakesh. So otherwise we are getting the one by the flag. So we have created right now. Okay, perfect. So I'll tell you what his approach is that. Okay, so with CTEs, okay. So now the question starts from here in SQL Server that he wrote the query. I'll show you exactly. delete from CTE where RNK done. Let me run this. Okay. What happened here? So if you observe that in beginning my intro, I said that you should aware about the platforms. As I said that he was using SQL Server in company in day-to-day daily routines. So every platform has the syntax or different approach to solve this query. Okay. So if I run this same query in SQL Server, definitely will get the result. We definitely able to delete this duplicate records. Since we are using in this PG admin PostgreSQL, so we need to find the different approach. This won't work because we got the error relation kind of error. We cannot call the delete function in the CTE direct. Okay. So that that's the question or that's the trap he was in the particular situation. Although query is right, query is correct. If you run this SQL server, definitely get the result. But he trapped here. They wanted to check he or she is aware about the other platform or not. Okay. So I'll tell you what should be the approach if we are using MySQL or the Postgres SQL. Okay. So I'll delete this one. So I'm not saying delete from CT. So I cannot call directly CT. So I'm saying the main table employee where imp id in. So I'm using subquery again. Select imp id from. Now I'm using my CT, my temporary table CT where RNK greater than 1. Let's run this. Okay. We have executed successfully and we got the result. We have deleted the duplicate. Let me check that. Yeah, see, it's not visible here. We are able to delete successfully here. Okay, so the main motive to create this video, you should aware about the different platforms. Sometime interview that gives you the different like MySQL, SQL, or the Snowflake. They wanted to check, like, are you able uh, to create the different queries in different platforms or not. Although syntax are here and there, you should like aware about that. But I'm not saying your query is wrong, but you should aware about that. So you got the idea what is the main idea behind this video. So if you like this video, please subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.